Welcome back to the APP Newport Beach Open. You're taking a look at the women's singles bracket. And like you guys have mentioned, Megan Fudge, Parris Todd, two names incredibly familiar for most in the pickleball world. But for Parris Todd, her first shot at a gold medal since Daytona. So months for her. Megan Fudge has gotten 4 silver medals and a bronze so far in women's singles this season. So for Parris Todd, playing in front of her home crowd, an Orange County native, what does she need to do to make sure that she gets that first gold in a few months?
Yeah, we saw this matchup in Punta Gorda to open the season. And what Todd did there was really step up and put some pressure on with deep drives. If she allows Fudge to kind of dictate the movement as far as side to side and front to back, where Fudge has been so dominant in the last couple of months, then Todd is going to have a little bit of a battle on her hands. But if she can step up and really put the pressure on early, then it kind of takes Fudge out of her game plan.
And for Megan, 4 silvers and a bronze. You know she wants nothing more than to upgrade that medal color here today. Dom, what is it going to take for her to get the gold?
Lots of shape and good angles. That's what she's going to have to do. She's going to have to move Parris Todd a lot, not allow Parris Todd to set her feet. When Parris Todd sets her feet, she can really drive that ball and really put a lot of pressure on Megan Fudge. So I'm going to look for Fudge to change the pace up, look to the sidelines a little more, and see if she can kind of shape that ball that way and get Todd on the run.
Parris Todd, born and raised here in Orange County, recently moved to Florida to pursue pickleball. But talking with her this week, she said it's been a lot of fun to be back here in Newport Beach, get a chance to see some friends and family that she hasn't gotten to stay in touch with quite as well over the last year. But now a big moment for Parris, and of course she has a Triple Crown opportunity today, the first time she's had that in quite a few tournaments as well. So we're going to see a lot of Parris Todd today. Megan Fudge, a staple here in the women's singles gold medal match, and she is going to get us started with the serve here at Championship Court. So let's play some pickleball, shall we, boys?
That's what we came for this weekend. Championship Sunday, it all boils down to this. Fudge trying to crack that silver medal run.
Yeah, that's going to be the strategy there for Fudge. She's one that is going to wear down her opponent. If she, and like you said, Dom, if she can keep moving Todd from side to side and get her off balance and not allow her to set her feet.
And then right on Q2, what's going to happen is when Todd's going baseline to baseline, she's going to eventually come up and put pressure and make Megan Fudge hit a winner. She did right there. Fudge went wide. Well, that's great get there from Megan Fudge, and she made that look easy, and that is not a very
and I think Todd thought she was going to go cross court with it there, so she kind of sat middle.
Puts the ball back on the side of Megan Fudge. Into the net there.
Yeah, we're going to see Todd come forward, put a little bit more pressure on Fudge. She's not going to outlast her with the baseline game.
That's too good right there. Forehand cross-court winner for Parris Todd. And every once in a while you're going to get Fudge. She will come up, but she's going to come up when she thinks she has Parris Todd on the move. But right there, even on the move, Parris Todd cross-court forehand winner.
Getting a new ball in here, or getting the ball back in play. Checking it out, Parris Todd is, to make sure.
Oh, it's coming back.
Oh, getting the other one back. Great crowd filling in here on this Sunday morning of 4th of July weekend. Wishing all of you a happy and safe holiday weekend. Thanks for spending part of it with us.
Yeah, just too much pressure from Todd there. Deeper balls pushing Fudge back. Hits that one off her back foot.
That cross court just a little bit pushed.
When you're seeing that right there from Megan Fudge, she's trying to go that angle to that sideline right there and pull Parris Todd wide.
That time it was Todd with the cross court perfectly placed out of the reach of Fudge's paddle.
Again, watch Todd come up, just close ground, and then she knows because that ball's flat down that line that she's got that opposite sideline open.
Yeah, again, just too much pressure. Nice deep ball there to the backhand side of Fudge by Todd. Steps up. Cross-court volley again. Honestly, I think at this point right here, Fudge has to try to take a little bit of pace off of it, throw in a slice, keep that ball down a little bit more. Right now, those topspin balls are sitting up and allowing Todd to step up and really put a good swing on it, put some pressure.
Maybe hit a drop, mix in a drop and a third shot drop instead of a drive right there. And so that, again, changing that pace up because right now, Parris Todd's all over the pace that Fudge is bringing.
Yeah, this is how we saw Todd in Daytona where she played Davidze there. And she was just stepping up and ripping forehands, deep, deep balls, really able to come up and follow behind that. And then once she's pushed Fudge so far back, you know, there's so much distance for Fudge to cover in the cross court.
Megan Fudge got the first point of this women's singles gold medal match, but since then, Todd has gone on a 6-0 run, forcing the timeout here.
When they met in that winter bracket final, game one was tight. It was 11-9, and then Parris Todd pulled away 11-2. See if Fudge has an answer here out at the timeout, down by 5.
Todd with the serve.
That's a good ball right there. And again, Fudge trying to read Todd going to go cross court. And because she takes that step to her right, Todd just goes flat down the line here.
Wow.
So there's that drop,
yeah,
though,
that
Chad,
ball
right there.
Just wide.
Again, that's what she needs to mix in. We talked about it during that timeout. Mix in a drop shot right there. Change the pace up.
Very quick service side for Megan Fudge. Giving the ball back to Todd. Todd with a chance to build on her 6-point lead here.
Right on the line.
Yeah, skipped up just a little bit on Parris Todd.
I don't know why Todd stopped right
I think she thought that it bounced twice. Good get there from Megan Fudge, but she thought it hit the ground a second time.
So we do have line judges here. Our officials watching sidelines and the baseline here on Championship Sunday. The rest of the tournament players responsible for calling their own lines.
Well, that's a good ball on the back foot from Parris Todd here.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's a much better setup there from Fudge, but Todd running back, taking that ball from behind her and ripping it down the line. Really impressive right there.
Great get by Megan Fudge, but then the winner from Parris Todd just passed her.
Again, the point set up, though, on the drop from Fudge, and she's staying in this a lot longer with that drop mixed in. I like the strategy there.
Fudge trying to paint the sideline there. Goes just a little wide.
Yeah, and I like the sequence there. She's going to the backhand side of Todd and not getting – Todd's not able to get as deeper balls off of the backhand, but as soon as Todd gets that forehand, she's able to really manipulate the ball, put heavy topspin on it, and she pulls Fudge out wide. You know, it definitely a difficult situation here for Fudge, but if she can stay in that cross-court battle on the backhand side and then potentially hit a shorter, lower ball on that forehand side, really get Todd on the run. If she tries to rip that forehand, then there's more of a chance for that ball to go deep rather than where she's set up and she's really putting a good swing on it.
Yeah, and again, the game plan change from Fudge going a little more drop right there. It's gotten her into some more elongated points for herself. But again, Parris Todd answering each time for the most part. That one ball she hit back-legged, flat down the line, looked like she was in trouble and bails herself out. And I like the offensive timeout here from Parris Todd. She's feeling the fact that was a long point right there. It was an elongated point. It really kind of wore both of those ladies down. Todd earns the serve back, calls a timeout knowing she's only 2 points away from a Game 1 victory.
Good step up, good pressure there from Fudge. It was that shorter ball on the backhand side. Didn't come up like Todd was expecting, and plus the pressure of Fudge.
So ball back on the side of Megan Fudge, trailing by 7 points here in Game 1.
Todd wasting no time coming in on that. It was a little shorter serve there from Fudge, and she came in immediately on that return.
Parris Todd now with just 2 points separating her and a Game 1 victory here in the women's singles gold medal match. Great get by Fudge, and you saw Todd try to go cross court with it, but into the net instead.
Yeah, that ball just got way behind Todd on the backhand side there. You saw her pull straight down and across the body into the net.
That ball just got a little deep right there now on Megan Fudge as she whips that just a little long as they trade side outs here the last 3 or 4 points. It's a good ball right there down the line as Parris Todd looking over at the line judge. She was not happy with that ball at the baseline that she thought was out.
Now Parris Todd with a chance to take game 1 here in your women's singles gold medal match. Game point opportunity. And that'll do it. Parris Todd takes game 1 of our women's singles gold medal match over Megan Fudge.
Gold medal match here on Championship Court 1. Game 1 goes to Parris Todd. These two met up in the 5th round of the name drop.
There's only one winner, just one way out. With every single breath comes crashing down. There's only one.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
The Pro XR pickleball paddle answers the age-old question of how to get paddle speed and control with the same paddle and one grip, and this is it. Pro XR gives you more spin, greater control, and quicker reloads on every shot in the game because you always have that constant feel for that leverage and control and paddle speed that we're all looking for. Pro XR is the most revolutionary technology in pickleball.
Welcome back to Championship Sunday. 1 game down in the women's singles gold medal match. Megan Fudge falling to Parris Todd 2-11 here in game 1. Todd just with a pretty strong showing coming out in her first match of what will be 3 here on Championship Sunday. What is it going to take for Fudge to have a different result here in game 2?
Well, I mean, right now she's going to try to throw off the timing of Todd. Todd is timing way too many balls up and just really hitting clean, heavy, deep balls. And that's not the start that you want.
No, but again, you see the game plan is Fudge trying to go sideline to sideline still. Again, mixing that sideline to sideline and the drops. She created some more opportunities for herself. She's got to continue to do that in game number 2.
Megan Fudge doing a good job there to change direction, catch Todd in the spot where she can't get to it.
Well, it was a good read on the two-handed backhand from Parris Todd by Megan Fudge as she read where she was going to go and then goes flat down that line. Todd couldn't recover fast enough. Yeah, that ball from here looked out.
The line judge moved her hand like she was going to call it out, and then she second-guessed.
Megan Fudge thought it was out as well.
Fudge again, you see, like you guys are talking about, trying to go sideline to sideline, just pushing it too far.
Oh, that's
Wow,
too
nice point.
good right there from Megan Fudge. Watch this spot she hits. I mean, she had a window, a small window to hit that right there, and she does it perfectly. And just a little high on that attempted drop shot right there from Fudge. Leaves that up too much for Parris Todd. She's not going to miss that.
Yeah, Todd got a little jammed up on that one. She crowded herself. Oh, it's there.
Yeah.
That roll right there, if Fudge can dial in that roll, once it dips down, catches the court, pushes Todd back, has a little bit of penetration on it, then that opens the court back up for her. She just cut that one off ever so short.
Good setup right there and point construction from Parris Todd. Watch her get this ball back in the opposite corner and then just leaves that opening for herself. Great setup.
Yeah, really good deep balls there from Fudge, and that's been the difference between Todd and Fudge. Todd's hitting those consistent deep balls, really putting the pressure on. Fudge gets a couple there, pushes Todd back off the court, off the baseline.
And Fudge gets her first point of this second game, ending Parris Todd's run of 7 straight points dating back to game 1.
That's the spot right there that Megan Fudge needs to do. So to get to that spot, too, she needs to take something off that. So it's not a drop shot. It's not a drive. It's kind of a hybrid in between where she can get that ball to the sideline with some top spin or some pace and create that angle.
Great change of pace there from Todd, though. That dink in a spot where Fudge couldn't get it.
Right there, Megan Fudge, all you got to do is be like, hey, nice shot.
Yeah,
Nothing you can do. I hit a perfect shot, and she hit a better shot. Like, it was a great drop by Megan Fudge. But Parris Todd just did one better.
Yeah, Todd, she's, or I should say Fudge is doing a little bit better job changing speeds here, changing heights.
Puts herself.
I was going to say, Todd's timing has been thrown off.
You've seen exactly what you said, Chad. Todd's timing is thrown off, and Megan Fudge has gotten a lot cleaner right now.
And we see that reflected in the score. Megan Fudge tied things up here. 3-all in game 2.
What we also haven't seen of is much of Parris Todd coming up. She's laid back a little bit. She got that 3-0 lead and then sat back.
Yeah, really difficult to drop from that depth when you're pushed back that hard. Fudge all the way on the back foot there. Good deep forehand from Todd.
Good ball from Fudge, and I think Todd hits this ball. She did not hit that where she wanted to right there when they're coming in. When you come in, she's wanting to get her corner to corner so she can create that angle for herself. She laid that off a little too much in the middle.
Fudge with the serve. 3-4 in game 2.
Ooh.
You see Todd immediately come up, but then Fudge does a good job getting the ball behind her to the sideline.
Yeah, Todd didn't get enough depth on that return.
Ties us up again here in game 2. Todd took game 1. Fudge trying to push this to 3.
A little unlucky there for Fudge with the ball catching the net cord off of the Todd backhand.
And nothing Fudge could do right there. Yes. Side out to Todd, still all square at 4 here, game 2.
Megan Fudge, originally from Germany, travels to a lot of these APP tournaments with her husband Ryler and their 2 kids in an RV. Brought it all the way down here to Southern California, and so it's a great way for them to get a chance to see the world while they go on tour.
Fudge not agreeing with that right there, and
Fudge calling a timeout here. You saw she didn't agree with the call there on the sideline of the ball being out. So taking a moment here. Critical spot here in game 2. Todd up 5-4, but Fudge has certainly found her way back into this match, this women's singles gold medal. How has she done that here in game 2?
well, she's again created more shape and kind of got that ball to the sideline. Parris Todd got a little complacent, it seemed like, in the middle of that. She went up 3-0 and kind of stayed back a little bit more, not coming to the kitchen line, and allowed Fudge to create. But Fudge has been a lot cleaner here in game 2 after going down 3-0 with her strokes, when she's coming up and where she's placing that. She's missed a couple cross-court backhand drops that Chad and I are both like, oh, if she gets that over, it's perfect. But then the one she does get over, Parris hits an even better shot. But again, that's what's allowed her to get back in this, down by 1. And I do like the timeout here. After she got frustrated at the call, she thought the ball was in, called out, and she takes the timeout here to kind of regroup. I like that call right here for Megan Fudge.
You don't get any points for holding on to those timeouts. So use them if you have them and when you need them, because like you mentioned, this is a really big moment for Fudge. She has 4 silver medals already on this season, and in order to upgrade to gold here in Newport Beach, she's going to have to keep the pressure on Todd, and the last thing she wants to do is be competing against herself as well, and the mental state after that last call on the sideline. So we are back to play here, Newport Beach. Todd with the serve. Todd coming to the net and just finding that sweet spot in the corner.
Yeah, and like we talked about, Dom, that ball right there that Fudge went down the line on, that's got to have a little bit more shape to it. It has to be a little bit lower. That ball sits up and just allows Todd to do whatever she wants to do with it, this time going cross-court again.
Good get from Parris Todd initially, but again, can't get it down here as you watch. So athletic, but then Fudge with a perfect spot. Although Todd did get there and had her feet set.
She had plenty of time. I think she just tried to do too much with it.
Yeah, you see that ball right there, and Todd coming in instantly, and the ball's in the middle, so Fudge can do what she wants with this. But again, watch how high she hits this. It's just too high. That's right up in the swing path of Parris Todd.
That ball, a bit wide.
Yeah, a couple inches wide right there off the paddle of Megan Fudge, and 3-point lead here from Parris Todd. Wow.
An extended point comes to the end, to an end. Todd's slice just not high enough to get back over that net.
It's just so clean from both of those ladies throughout that point.
Fudge started to add a little bit more pace to those ground strokes there.
Timeout called here by Todd. Ball goes back to the side of Megan Fudge. She's trying to erase a 3-point lead here in game 2 in order to force a game 3 and extend this match a little bit, give herself a shot at the gold medal. Todd took game 1, 11-2, and now is up 7-4. You see her getting some insight from Hunter Johnson, her mixed doubles partner, watching this match closely. What do you think he's telling her? Coaches, give me some coaching.
No,
there's a lot.
in that situation there, I mean, Fudge started adding a little bit more pace to it. Todd is not going to outlast Fudge in the ground stroke game, especially if Fudge can find a way to add that pace that she did right there. So I think for Todd to kind of change things up a little bit here, we've seen Fudge change her tactics multiple times right now, and Todd's kind of stayed the same path. I think for her, she's got to look to get a big return here, put the pressure on, come up, take that ball out of the air, cut down the time and the timing of Fudge.
That's a good start right there out of the timeout from Megan Fudge. On the board quickly. But again, that ball's a little lower right there off the paddle of Megan Fudge. Yeah, Chad, you said it, and we're noticing it right now as Fudge just got a little more power on these balls, and they are much deeper. Pushing Parris Todd back.
Let's put her in a spot to potentially tie things up right here in game 2. And she does. Megan Fudge with a big moment here in game 2 to tie things up at 7-all.
Yeah, nice roll there from Fudge. Almost would have liked to see the return go to the backhand side.
Ball just gets away from Fudge a little bit right there, but a nice run by her to tie this up at 7 out of that timeout.
Now Todd going to have to get the momentum back on her side. You see her immediately crash up to the net, and Fudge sends that response long.
Yeah, good pressure and good deep ball there from Todd. Went for it. That ball just a little deep.
Fudge with the serve, 7-8.
Ball just long right there off the paddle of Parris Todd. And again, another tie ball game. And Megan Fudge got some momentum here.
Megan Fudge gets that ball to land in bounds, and it's her first lead of this second game here in the women's singles gold medal match, up 9-8.
Again, took pace off it, right? Doesn't leave it up in the swing path of Parris Todd. Takes some pace off it, drops it. I mean, that ball landed just beyond the kitchen line right there as it was dropping. So great job by Megan Fudge. And now she takes a lead here in game number 2.
It's her first lead since she scored the first point of this women's singles gold medal match back in game 1. She had Todd up. She was up 1-0 on Todd in that first game, and then Parris really found her rhythm, went on to win that one 11-2. And Fudge here doing a great job, though, of fighting back and making sure. It seems like she's extending these points to where that's where she's finding a lot of success, because she has the time to change up her rhythm and her pace like you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I mean, Fudge stepped up the level of intensity. You know, she's in reality hitting a lot of these balls much firmer, much deeper than what she was. But the hard part with that is that you run out of gas when you're trying to hit every ball at 100%.
She finds herself now 2 points away from forcing a game 3 here in the women's singles gold medal match. Some great ball movement there by Fudge to go cross court with her forehand.
This ball right here just gets away from Parris Todd right there because of the spin on it.
And Megan Fudge now with a chance to have game point here, up 10-8 in game 2. Game point on her paddle. And that will do it. Megan Fudge takes game 2 of the women's singles gold medal match.
Wow, those are 2 real close balls to the line by Parris Todd, putting Megan Fudge on her heels, but a great drop by Fudge.
And the crowd is excited here in Newport Beach. We have a game 3 coming your way when we come back.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
There's only one winner, just one way out. With every single break comes crashing down. There's only one.
The APP is presented by Skechers, Power Plate, Pickleball Central, and Selker.
That is what we are playing for here in Newport Beach. Championship Sunday, and our women's singles gold medal match is in a game 3. Megan Fudge recovering after losing game 1 11-2 to Parris Todd. She comes back and wins game 2 11-8. She will have to double dip Todd, though, if she wants to bring home her first gold medal of the season, meaning she has to win this game and then another championship tiebreaker to 15. So a tall task ahead for Fudge. Parris Todd just needs to win this game 3 in order to lock in her first gold medal since Daytona in women's singles.
We see Todd coming out being a lot more aggressive here to start game 3.
Quick side out. It's going to be Todd with the serve.
That's good volley right there from Parris Todd on a dipping ball from Megan Fudge. Just watch Parris take all that pace off it. Great backhand volley.
Ooh, she was there. Potentially looked up to see where she was going to hit it right before making contact. Catching that one just a little late.
Puts the ball back on the side of Megan Fudge.
Oh.
Great hands there by Megan Fudge to be ready for that speed up from Todd.
Just a good read here from Fudge as they're both toe-to-toe kitchen line to kitchen line. Just got away from her a little bit right there, and she's gesturing that she should have gone flat down that line. I'm not sure if she should have gone there. She just needs to take more off that. Miss hits it right there. Cross-court drop has been working.
An easy overhead winner there for Parris Todd.
Now that's where Fudge gets in trouble. You see Todd step up, really rip that forehand, put the pressure on Fudge. She's able to come and close behind it.
So that's what she was talking about before on that last shot, where that's where she wanted to go flat down that line. But again, she keeps it low, doesn't do too much with it.
That time it's Parris Todd finding the sweet spot down the sideline past Fudge.
Yeah, Fudge just, I mean, tall order to ask right there, but Fudge has to try to do a little bit more with that ball and just leaves it sitting up.
That ball never came up for Megan Fudge off the paddle of Parris Todd. She ends up having to flip this back up and over.
That time, Parris Todd doing a great job going cross court, finding the angle.
Yeah, Fudge got in trouble with that slice return right there. Hit it off the back foot. Just spun up, sat in the middle of the court.
Puts us at 4-1 here in this game 3. Todd with the lead. The 24-year-old out of Orange County, California, trying to win her first women's singles gold medal since Daytona here on the APP Tour.
So 2, Chad, you said first one, the kind of slice return doesn't go very deep. There's another one right there and just allows Todd to step into that two-handed backhand and create the pressure. She's got one more point before the end change here in game 3.
Yeah, so for the difficulty for Fudge right now is that she is not able to put the pace on the ball that she was in game 2. Todd has stepped up. She's been the aggressor. She's put more pace on her ball. So now it's creating that issue for Fudge that with the timing being off just a little bit, she's not able to get those deeper balls. The balls are sitting up in the middle of the court.
Notice one other thing, too, the Parris Todd serve. So she's gone really strictly to the higher kick serve, and it's instantly put Megan Fudge on the defense. And twice she's gotten really short slice returns off of her kick serve. And so if you guys at home are watching, watch when Parris Todd serves. It's not a lot of pace, but it's got some height on it, and it's got a lot of topspin. So when it gets on Fudge, it kicks into her. And it's caused her to have some short returns where Parris Todd can step into the transition area and create off of that, and then she's already up at the kitchen line.
And she's put herself in a situation where she's mirroring what she did in game 1, which she ended up winning 11-2, sitting at the same score here, 6-1, as she did on her way to that score in game 1. So Todd with the serve and a chance to extend this lead.
We'll see if sides have a factor here. As Fudge looks like she may be
She's got a little cut on
bleeding, on the hand.
So a timeout called by the referee for Megan to try and deal with that.
And the worst part about that is you're sweaty, and if you're bleeding, now you can't put a Band-Aid on it. So you're like, it's so hard. She's just going to try and deal with it here. Yesterday when she was wearing red, it would have been a little more fitting. She just wiped it on her red shirt. But today she's in all blue.
And certainly want to stay away from that white.
In all of her Leo Rivet gear, head to toe.
Fudge stepping up to try and be the aggressor, but Todd finding a way to get that ball past her down the sideline.
Yeah, it's a good ball on the run here from Todd, ripping that backhand down the line. Fudge had added a little bit more pace. She kind of put the pressure on Todd. But Todd finding a way to step up, hit that clean winner down the line.
That ball sailing long. So Parris Todd now with an opportunity here to extend this lead. It's 8-1, 3 points away from the women's singles gold for Parris Todd.
That's what we talked about before this match even started, Chad, is that sideline to sideline, taking that pace off. And, wow, she had Parris Todd, did Megan Fudge, in the green on both sidelines, playing 2 balls.
So Fudge now trying to work away at this 7-point lead that Todd has built up and really quickly gets it to 6. So this is an opportunity for Fudge to stay focused and take it 1 point at a time, as you always say, Dom.
So much better job by Todd right there. The last couple times, Todd came up to the net. She really pinches one side heavily. And so she got burned twice right there. She split the center line and didn't give that angle to Fudge.
Ooh. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
Take a look at the replay. Hard to tell from
that ball.
That angle.
We saw blue from that angle, it looked like. But, again, we've been wrong before. We'll be wrong again.
I'm always wrong.
So we're going to replay the point here because the second line judge, keeping an eye on this side, said that the ball was in. So replaying the point here.
I mean, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be a line judge.
Nope.
No.
I don't want to be a referee either.
Certainly a hard job, but we are grateful for the ones who do it.
That's a good ball here from Megan Fudge, flat down the line. Todd on the run, just misses that sideline.
Hard-earned point there from Megan Fudge.
The longer the points go, the more of an advantage Fudge has. Parris Todd has been the one to be the aggressor and end those points sooner. When she doesn't, Fudge just seems to have a little more control, and she gets in that rhythm where she can place the ball where she wants.
Well, I think a lot of it has to come down to stamina as well, right? Fudge is more of that counter-attacker mindset coming from tennis. That's how she played tennis. Todd is like rip it, grip it, and rip it kind of deal. And like I said earlier, is when you're going max effort, you're going to end up breaking down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Megan Fudge, she just doesn't, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's the issue. If you're playing against her, You know, she's done triathlons. When she trains, she's just constant. It's just 100% all the time. And when you get into those longer points, I think she has the advantage just a little bit.
Fudge also enjoys a lot of hiking on those RV trips. She takes her kiddos out quite often, and she was telling me the other day that she and her son are always the last ones standing. They're always the ones who want to go a little bit further on those hikes across the U.S. as they continue their pickleball tour as a family. So endurance, something certainly Megan Fudge has plenty of, and she's going to need it here because she still is trailing by 5 points here in this game 3. If she were to come back and win it, she would still need to double dip Parris Todd and win a championship tiebreaker game. It all starts, though, with this serve here.
Oh, my goodness. Just fighting off the onslaught from Parris Todd here.
You hear her husband, Ryler. That'll work.
A little bit of a run here from Megan Fudge. Momentum shifting.
Oh, that ball spawned for Fudge. I mean, not the best ball from Todd to come forward on. Somehow stabbing, getting a paddle on it, but it was the awkward spin coming off of that, coming off of the paddle of Todd that threw Fudge off right there.
And now it's Todd with the ball back on her side and extending her lead here in game 3.
That ball just got a little deep on Fudge right there.
Megan Fudge calling the timeout here with Todd just 2 points away and with the ball from taking gold here in this women's singles gold medal match. To me, I also have to wonder, Parris Todd has played in every Championship Sunday on the APP Tour. Megan Fudge is no stranger to Championship Sunday either. But for Todd, her last time playing in a women's singles gold medal match, she won the gold. Fudge has taken home 4 silvers this season already. At any point, does that come into your mind in a situation like this?
Yeah, I mean, when you start looking at it, you're like, what do I have to do to get that gold? Then you start questioning yourself. You got a little bit of doubt in your mind. And Fudge has come through on the winners bracket side a couple of times and lost in a double dip. So, it's been tough for her to get over that hump, whether it's women's doubles, whether it's singles. So you do, that doubt does creep in.
Fudge going to have to dig deep here if she wants to derail this moment that Parris Todd seems to be creating. 2 points away.
There's too much pressure there from Todd. Good flat ball. Doesn't come up for Fudge.
And it sets us up for championship point here. Parris Todd with a chance to win women's singles gold medal on her paddle.
Oh, lands in.
Todd let it go, too. She had a bead on it, but then lets it go, and it drops back corner.
And even Todd turning around, giving the paddle applause to Fudge for that really well-placed ball.
Yeah, really good kitchen coverage there from Todd.
Sets up championship point opportunity number 2 for Parris Todd here in Game 3 of our women's singles gold medal match. And that will do it. Parris Todd is your women's singles gold medalist, taking down Megan Fudge 11-2, 8-11, 11-5 in front of her hometown crowd here in Newport Beach. We'll be right back to talk to the winner.
We save time when we buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Wait, take
for...
a check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time. 002.
Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
The APP is presented by
Consumer Cellular, Power Plate, Franklin, and Turbis.
And here's your Boca Raton championship point here on championship court between Parris Todd and Megan Fudge. And that ball going long from Fudge there, Chad.
Yeah, the big serve from Todd had given Fudge some issues throughout this one, and the pace on her ground strokes. Excellent performance from Parris Todd, winning gold here. We're going to throw it down to AJ McCord, who's courtside with our winner.
We are here with Parris Todd. Congratulations on your gold medal. This is the gold medal interview powered by Franklin. Parris, this is the first of 3 times we're going to see you today, but your first women's gold in singles since Daytona. What does it mean to you to have this gold medal back around your neck?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank everyone for coming out. If you guys don't know, this is my hometown, so it's really special to me to be here, not only in 1 but 3. So just Megan played an amazing match. Kudos to her. I'm just glad to be home. I got off the plane and I was like, I'm home. So I just miss Newport so much, and it's so good to be back. So thanks everyone for coming out.
How much does this crowd here on a Sunday morning get you fired up to try and go a triple crown here at home?
Well, yeah, it's like this is the first one, but it's not the last. So I'm just looking forward to the next 2. So the job's not done for me. It's just going to keep going, and I have awesome partners sharing the court with. So I'm just looking forward to that.
How do you reset and get ready for your next match?
Just change my outfit, and then I'm ready. I'm ready for the next one.
There you go. We will look forward to the outfit change and seeing you back on the court. Ken, congratulations. Let's get her gold medal. Give it up for Parris Todd. She is your women's singles gold medalist at the 2023 APP Newport Beach Open.